Hey guys, Michael Sanchez here. I'm gonna finally get to the point where we're almost gonna stroke the bow and play Mary Had a Little Lamb. And for those of you guys that have seen my lessons so far, I'm a very technical teacher that emphasizes establishing solid foundation because the violin is all about fundamentals. If we can establish a perfect fundamental base, you're gonna be able to not just play songs, but play them really well and soar to the top of, efficiency. So, I've seen students that have been playing 6 months sound better than students have been practicing wrong for 10 years. And I'm not exaggerating. So if you guys can establish everything I've taught so far in the lesson, so far you should be working on that left-hand position with Mary Had a Little Lamb, the drills, index and rocking bow drill. And if you follow the proper fundamentals I've been teaching so far, you would not have been even stroking a bow note quite yet. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some tips to actually get to the point now of getting to stroke the bow. And I want to recommend a tool. So the bow right tool, which is right here, this is going to be really helpful to help you keep the bow straight, which is a really big fundamental of establishing on the violin. And what's nice is that this tool just forces you to do it properly so you can not be thinking about this along with everything else that you have to be working on, okay? So basically what this bow right tool does is it goes on the instrument, kind of looks like headgear, and it snaps on just like this, okay? So it's basically showing you exactly where we need to put our bow, because a lot of students go over here and they actually develop rosin over the fingerboard because they have bad habits. They're holding the violin like this and they're playing over that area. That's bad. So we want to keep the bow straight, and we also don't want to be too close to the bridge because that causes bad sound, okay? So this bow right tool is really helpful. I have a link to purchase it on Amazon in the description section. And then I also have a couple other tools I just want to mention that can really help you at this point. So the first one is my recommendation of a violin mute. So if you play in an apartment, or you don't want to disturb others, especially if you're getting bad sounds, this goes right over the bridge like this, and it actually limits the sound of your violin by about 85%. So here I am playing without the mute. Here I am playing with the mute. So this is a really inexpensive tool that will help you practice more if you don't want to disturb other people. So I find when I recommend these that students really appreciate that. Since we're talking about tools, I'm going to have all these links to Amazon products, but I thought I'd include as well this right here, which is Hill & Sons polish. So if you want to keep your violin really in good condition, this polish, which I'll have a description to in the description section, is really helpful. It keeps the violin nice and shiny and just also helps get rid of rosin that will accumulate on your instrument. So that, along with something like this, some sort of microfiber cloth, which I'll have a link to, is really nice. So you basically just put some of this on maybe once a week or once a month, and then you just rub it in. And then this microfiber cloth can also be used to wipe rosin off of your fingerboard, and also can kind of be used to floss underneath the fingerboard to get rid of rosin. So I highly recommend all these tools that I've shown you so far. Obviously, you need rosin, you need the bow right tool, I think, is really critical, because otherwise if you don't have the bow right tool, you're just going to build bad habits of bow straightness. So every student almost has come for private lessons has bought one because they're just that helpful for fundamentals. So yeah, I hope this helps, and we'll go on to almost getting to the point of stroking that bow.